Hey everybody, welcome back to MandRreviews. Today what we're talking about, this movie's been out since November the 9th, but it hasn't been out on DVD and Blu-ray too long. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give a review about the movie, because there's still a lot of people out there that hasn't seen the movie. The movie made over $1 billion worldwide, but it was a huger hit in the UK other than here in the US. And if you've already seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. We were talking about Skyfall. 007, in my opinion, the best Bond movie. In my opinion, a lot of people like Casino Royale. A lot of people like Sean Connery movies. Is one of them is the best. You can like whatever you want. But anyways, Skyfall is mainly about this. It's mainly about a former MI6 agent, Silva, who has this kind of grudge against M, the leader of the MI6. He has something personally against her. He's one of those people that doesn't like to be told what to do. She always liked him, but he started hacking the Chinese, and she really did him really bad. And that's pretty much when the grudge came in. So the movie starts off with this hard drive that went to this laptop that contained all of MI6 agents that were undercover. For example, Ronson, one of those agents at the beginning of the movie, he was an undercover agent. You know, he wasn't like Bond, he's a 00, undercover agent. And he got hit. They knew he was there. They got the hard drive where they can find all the names for the undercover agents and knew exactly where they would be at, why they were there, what they were going to do, and they would kill them. So, anyway, Bond is on his first mission with Eve Moneypenny. They're out there, they're trying to get the hard drive back. And, so, that's pretty much how the movie will take off. If you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you how the movie starts off. It's, has, in my opinion, the best opening to any Bond movie I've ever seen. So, anyway, this movie didn't always take in England, didn't stay in England a whole lot. You know, at the beginning of the movie, it started out in Grand Bazaar, then went back to London, and then it went over to China, and then it went over to this island. I'm not even sure where it was at, but it was on some kind of island, this abandoned island. And then we went to London, and then we went to Scotland. So the movie, and that's what makes the movie so great. They don't stay in one country, anything like that. You know, they're constantly moving around. So, and if you take a look at the back of this case, you're seeing Bond. This is London. He's looking at this, and if you didn't see the movie in theaters, and you're thinking about renting it, buying it on DVD, this right here is pretty much summing the whole movie up. It pretty much will show you Bond will do anything to protect his country, like Bruce Wayne will do anything to protect his city. You know, Bond would be willing to sacrifice himself for his country, saving the lives of millions. So, anyway, the things I didn't like about the movie. Okay, the things I didn't like, which there's not a whole lot of them, there's only like one or two. The only thing I didn't like is that Bond was 50 years old. You know, that's one of those where it's in a good thing and a bad thing. I want to do the good thing first and then the bad thing. And the bad thing's not anything too terrible. It's just something that kind of, well, you'll see. The good thing about it is that's what the movie is, one of those, what the movie's about the main character. You know, like Bruce Wayne in The Dark Knight Rises, his main, whatever it's called, I'm not for sure what the word I'm looking for is, but for his character, you know, he's beat up real bad. He's getting old, and that's what's happening to Bond. That's the main thing about. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. The main thing about the character. That's what I'm looking for. The main thing about Bond is that he got shot, and you see that in the trailer. He gets shot, and he takes like months off. He's already like in his late 40s when he gets shot. If he's not 50 already, comes back to MI6. He's one if not the best shooter. He can shoot the gun probably better than any agent in MI6. He can't shoot a lick. When he runs, he gets completely exhausted. He failed all the tests. He's not in the greatest health. He's just wore out. Age is caught up to him. You know, it shows not only that he just got out of the program for a while. It's just that, you know, he was too old to be doing what he's doing. And that's what really sums up his character. And the bad thing about it is, you know, I just can't see James Bond as 50. It's weird, you know, watching the movie and seeing a guy that's just doing all these great things, you know, flipping motorcycles, fighting on trains, you know, fighting 6 guys at a time, running as fast as he is and stuff. At 50 years old, I just can't see it. But, you know, if you're healthy enough, you know, you can be 60 years old and probably do that stuff. If you're healthy enough, you'll look younger, you'll feel younger, and, yeah, you know, just if you're healthy enough. So, you know, and Bond does get healthier going to the end of the movie. He starts looking younger, and it's like Bond is back, you know. So, what I'm going to start doing now, it's time for rating time. And that was the only bad thing I had to say about the movie. It's time for rating time. What I give this rating? Well, first of all, well, the best Bond movie ever. So that's going to jump up already to a 3-star. But it was with the action, the storyline, and everything. But it wasn't perfect. It just wasn't perfect. You know, The Dark Knight Rises wasn't perfect. The Dark Knight wasn't perfect, but it was like pretty close to perfect. You know, to make the perfect movie for that character. You know, that's what it is. You know, you can never have perfect, but for a character, you can be perfect. So, anyway, it's not perfect, but it is really good, and it is Bond. Really Bond. And that's why we're giving it 4 stars, and it's good. Really good. As you can see there, I'm giving it 4 stars. It's really good. Really Bond. I had to say that Skyfall made over $1 billion worldwide. You know what that means? It came out late in 2012, but that's a thing. It competed with the Avengers and The Dark Knight Rises. For a while there, I thought The Bourne Legacy was going to give The Dark Knight Rises a hard time, but, you know, when The Bourne Legacy went out theaters, The Dark Knight Rises stayed in theaters for like an extra 2 weeks. It just made so much money. It was definitely a bigger release than the Avengers, but, you know, Skyfall did have a lot of help with the UK. I say about 55 to 60% of the money it made came from the UK. But a lot of people here, like me, here in the US, are just big-time Bond fans. And my voice just cracked there. We're big-time Bond fans. If you're one, too, I know you've seen this movie. I know you think it's great. But anyway, comment below and let me and Matthew know what you think about this video. If you haven't seen the movie, if you're somebody that's not a big Bond fan, but, you know, you hear it's good, you know, you're bored, go out and rent it. I would buy it if I was you. I wouldn't just rent it. I would get this movie, and, oh, God, I'm running out of time. The thing about the Blu-ray, what it gives you 2 copies of the movie. It gives you a Blu-ray copy and a standard copy. It also comes with Ultraviolet, and I got it downloaded to my iPad. So anyway, people, I appreciate you for watching it, and let me and Matthew know what you think. I'll catch you guys later, and please subscribe.